What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video, and in this video I'm going to be showing you guys the best encoding settings when exporting a video for Instagram or TikTok. Now when I export my videos, I usually only use media encoder, so that's what I'm going to be using in this video. But I do know in Premiere Pro they do have something that looks similar to a media encoder that's just like built into Premiere Pro. But for this example, I'm just going to go ahead and add this project into my media encoder. So what I'm going to do is go up to File, Export, and add to Adobe Media Encoder. Now you should see that your composition is now added into the queue, and what I'm going to do is just click on this first little number here, H.264. It might look different for you, but just want to click on that. And the first setting we want to make sure that we have is that it's on H.264, and then inside this video tab here, you want to make sure that you have render at maximum depth checked on, and then you want to have hardware encoding on. You could use software encoding, but hardware encoding is just a lot faster because it's actually using your like GPU and your actual like hardware and not just the software. So yeah, I recommend using hardware to speed up your renders, and then you can kind of just ignore the rest of that stuff right there. But this is an important part, the bitrate. I like to keep it on VBR1 pass, and for the target bitrate I like to have it from anywhere from 7 to 12, so that's kind of the sweet spot for me. And as you can see, when I move this target bitrate down at the bottom here, the estimated file size like gets bigger or smaller depending on how much bitrate you have. So the smaller the bitrate, the smaller the file size is going to be, which is going to come in handy when exporting to TikTok or Instagram. And the reason for having a small file size is because Instagram and TikTok, they both compress your video when you export it to there. So the smaller the file size, then the less compression that Instagram is going to do to your video. So yeah, you want to have a small file size so that when Instagram compresses it, it doesn't really do too much to the file because it's already a pretty small file. Say if the file was like 1 GB or something, then Instagram would compress it a whole lot and you'll lose tons of quality out of that. So yeah, just having a small file size and exporting to Instagram is just going to save a whole lot of your quality. So for this one, I'm just going to make my bitrate 10, and as you can see, my estimated file size is 4 megabytes, which is perfect. And then below that, there isn't really much down here that you need to check, but the one thing that you do want to check is use maximum render quality. You want to make sure that is on, and then just have frame sampling on. So yeah, that's basically all the settings that you want to change. And if you want to go ahead and make that a preset, you can, so you don't have to do that every time. You just want to go up here and hit save preset. We'll name that Instagram, and let's just save the effects settings. So now, as you can see, our preset is Instagram up here, so we can just go ahead and hit OK. And then the output file, you can just change that to where you want the video to be exported to. Then you just want to hit that green arrow right there, and it should render out your video, and you should get that green check mark saying that's done. So we can just go into the output file here, and let's watch our video back here. And as you can see, for setting the video at 10 megabytes on the bitrate, it still looks super clean. If I had to re-render this again, I'd probably set it to a little bit higher, just because it's such a short clip here that I could get away with a higher bitrate without the file size really getting that much bigger. So yeah, I'd probably set it to around like 12 or 13, honestly. But yeah, 10 looks super good here. So if you exported this to Instagram or TikTok, you wouldn't lose like any quality at all, which is great. So yeah, once that video is done, then you could just transfer it over to your phone, or you can upload it directly to Instagram just from your computer, which I've done a few times, but I don't totally see a difference. But if you guys want to try that, then you guys can try uploading from the desktop. It's pretty simple. You just want to go over to Instagram.com and then hit create here, and then drag that video into Instagram. And as you can see, it just uploads it right away. Super easy. So yeah, if you guys want to do it that way, you can do that. But I usually just use like Google Drive or WeTransfer or whatever to transfer it to my phone. So that way it keeps all the quality when transferring the video over. But yeah, that is basically everything I have for this tutorial. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Make sure to go follow me on Instagram if you're not already. Over on my Instagram, I usually just post different edits and things that I film, like basketball or literally whatever. Head over to the Instagram and follow that if you want to. And make sure to drop a like on this video and subscribe to my channel. And I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace out.